Hi folks, Tristan Tomasino with another weekly market pulse. There seems to be a lot of talk regarding financial markets at the moment, starting with the US Federal Reserve indicating last week that by the end of the year, interest rates in America may go up. There seems to be two camps at the moment. One that believes the era of free money has finally come to an end, with the other believing it is still too early to remove stimulus from the American economy. Either way, this did create a bit of a volatile week for share markets around the world, with the ASX posting a 2-month low before making a late rally in the week. The other interesting thing to note is that the Australian dollar is heading towards a 6-month high at the moment, but if interest rates do go up in America, it'll probably drop back to around 71 to 72 cents. The RBA also released its minutes from its board meeting, and it believes the domestic housing boom in Australia is well and truly over, with cracks starting to become evident. And this is very common in the Brisbane and Melbourne markets with an oversupply of apartments. It also believes there is weaker housing loan approvals at the moment and weaker credit growth. Moving on from there, the big news for the week is the sale of the Port of Melbourne lease to the Lonsdale Consortium for $9.7 billion. The state government is going to use a lot of these funds for the removal of level crossings across the state as well as roads. The big thing to note is a lot of talk in the inner west at the moment, in our core market, is the Western Distributor project. And it'll be interesting to track what the state government does with pushing that through now they have those funds. We've also just released a report which shows how the Western Distributor will affect the value of your home. So if you'd like a copy of that report, please feel free to contact me via email or SMS, and I can certainly send that through. Moving on from there, clearance rates across Melbourne and Sydney were fantastic on the weekend, with Melbourne recording a clearance rate of 81% and Sydney posting a clearance rate of 85%, the strongest it's seen in a number of months. The thing to note though is there are only 800 auctions conducted in Melbourne on the weekend compared to this time last year, with 955 being conducted. So coming into the spring market, typically we do see a lot more properties coming onto the market, so it'll be interesting to track how those clearance rates hold up over the next few weeks. Finally, buyer demand is still very strong at the moment. However, some agents and agencies are quoting about 20% lower than their sellers' expectations. So it's very difficult for a buyer to pinpoint value in the market with such a disparity in the price guides. As always, we'll keep you posted. Go the doggies, and we'll see you next week.